Hey guys, welcome to TCTN. I am camouflaging. I am full troll. I just woke up like an hour ago, did my hygiene, all of that good stuff, did my skincare, but my under eyes are so puffy. I'm not going to do any makeup on my face today, but there is something I wanted to show you. But first, if you haven't been here before, my name is Dion. Thank you for being here. If you are returning, thank you for being here also, and I appreciate you. For those who don't know, it's chapstick time. For those of you who have been here before, you know this. So we're going to apply chapstick because my lips are super dry, and for some reason I just enjoy your company when I'm doing this step in my skincare. Weird, I know. I'm weird, I accept it, I own it. So what I wanted to show you today was about, and I am sweating. What I wanted to show you today was the Natasha Denona Sunset palette, and how there are some shades in here that you can probably tell would look very, very similar on the eye. And so I wanted to show you what shades are similar on me, and which is why, even though I've been loving the looks that I've been doing with this palette, there are a few that I'm like, this looks like the one I did the other day. And so I actually went through and did swatches, and I'm going to show you the swatches of what colors look very similar on my eye, or the same on my eye because of the undertone of the color, or because of how it pulls on my skin tone. And so I was going to do this on my face, but I am giving my face a day free of makeup. I have a paper towel here. I also have a cloth here, and actually I'm going to use this one on my lap because I've used it before, and so it's already kind of dirty, so I don't want to dirty up a brand new clean one. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to put primer on my arm so that I can show you what the shades would look like with primer, even though I don't necessarily need to do that. So I'm going to smooth out that primer with a brush. Okay, so we're going to do, this is Atmosphere, and this is Bronzage. Oh, I was going to dip my finger in it. I was going to use a brush, right? So Atmosphere, we're going to put right here. We're going to wipe that brush off, and we're going to go into Bronzage, and we're going to put this here. Even though they look different on my arm, when I put them on my lid, I'm gonna wipe this brush off and just further blend out Bronzage. When I put them on my lid, they end up looking the same. And it may just be my skin tone. I'm going to take a different brush, and we're going to look at Mandarin and Morgana. This is Mandarin and this is Morgana. I'm going to take a clean brush, and we're going to go in with Mandarin, and we're going to put that here. And we're going to wipe that brush off and go in with Morgana. Can I even see what I'm doing? Morgana, and we're going to put that next to there. So again, even though they appear different on my arm, I'm going to blend out Mandarin. So even though they do look different on my arm, it's not enough difference for it to show up different on my eye. And also this one, which was Atmosphere with Morgana, that's even looking very similar as well. And actually, Bronzage and Morgana are also looking the same. So visually, on your arm, on primer, there is a difference. On my eye though, they look the same. So if you're really into monochromatic looks, then that would be really great. So then we're going to take Terra and Volcano. This is Terra and this is Volcano. They do look different and the tones are different, but if you're putting one of these shades on the lid and then Terra or Volcano in your crease, from one day to the next is going to look the same. So we're going to take Volcano and we're going to put that here, And we're going to wipe that brush off. And for each pair of colors, I am using a different brush. And then this is Terra. So as you can see, the tones, the undertones of these colors are different. I am wiping off the brush in between. But when you blend them one day to the next, are you going to be able to tell it's a completely different look? On me, not so much. So the last two I'm going to do is Sinai and Horizon. This is Sinai and this is Horizon in the middle. So I'm going to take a clean brush. So we're going to take Sinai and we're going to put that here. And we're going to wipe that off and we're going to take Horizon, which is here. So again, you can see a slight difference. I'm wiping off the brush again so I can blend Sinai some more. And so looking at these, this is basically like a monochromatic palette, depending on what you do. If you're using any of these 8 shades, which really is 4 shades because on my eye they look the same. And yes, you're looking at this and you're like, oh, I can see the difference. These two are different, these two are different, these two are different, these two are different. But this one, even next to this one, and even Sinai, even though these are metallics and that's a creamy matte, on my eye they look the same. And you'll see what I mean when I start posting. Actually, they're already scheduled to upload in June, and today is April 27th. You'll see what I mean. Like, some of my looks look the same. I do like the palette. I was just wondering how much versatility will I get? And I will get versatility, and I do, depending on where I place the colors. I can very easily do numerous monochromatic looks with this palette, but if I want to do something different or I want it to look different, then I really need to go into Panjin or Soul. And so I have gotten different looks with this palette, but there's a few, as I said, after I did the look, I'm thinking, this looks really similar. It seems like I did this already. And also with the monochromatic looks, I can get some of those looks from the Metropolis palette because of those. I know this is way different, but because of like these tones right here, and even these two up here, and so it may look similar to a look I've done with the Sunset palette, but this will be more colorful. It'll be more bold, if that's the right word to use. And so let me hold them up side by side since I'm talking about them at the same time. And so it just depends on like what you want. If I had to choose, which I'm glad I don't have to, just because of versatility, I would choose the Metropolis palette. And as you see, I did pop one out. It was a chroma crystal that my eyeballs hated. So for versatility purposes, I would just get the Metropolis palette. But if you're really into the sunsets, the monochromatics, and just something that's easier to look at and figure out what to do with, that would be this one. And also I do really like this yellow. It showed up nice on me. And also you have that deep red down here in the middle. And so it just depends on what you want and what your aesthetic is. And this video is a whole lot longer than I thought it was going to be, so I'm going to go. Let me know what your thoughts are on the Sunset palette. If some of the colors pull the same on you, even though they look different to the eye when you swatch them, even over primer, like when you put them on, do they look like the same look? And so are you really getting 15 different shades if several look the same on your eye? And so that's it for this video. Thank you for being here. Let me know your thoughts. Thank you for enduring the trollness and the camouflage, which really didn't camouflage. Because look, my bags is like, good morning. How's your day going so far? Yes, the crazy. Thank you. I'm going to go. You will see me in the next video.